I think by now, we know that reality shows are just as carefully staged and edited as any other scripted TV show or film. As such, these shows could omit information, exaggerated cast members' flaws, or stage scenes to inject more drama and chaos. And TLC's hit series, 90 Day Fiance, is certainly no exception to that. So today, we'll be shedding a little light on some of its untold secrets to see a glimpse of the true reality behind the show that we've grown to love, or love to hate. Hello everyone, and welcome to General Surge. But before anything else, don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe with the notification bell for future updates. Number 1. Why 90 days? Let's start this off by giving a bit more background regarding the show's premise. First of all, the 90 days time span from the title was not something the producers chose or had control over. It's not as if the producers just decided, okay, since this show features couples and the phrase "I love you" is 3 words, how about we go with 3 months? No, definitely not. By law, when a couple's petition for a K-1 visa is approved, the non-American fiancé is given 6 months to travel to the United States. Once they've entered, the couple is given 3 months or a total of 90 days to seal the deal. If the marriage doesn't happen within the 90 days, the foreign fiancé loses his or her K-1 status, and they must immediately leave the country. Hence, why all the couples featured in the show is either in the process of applying for said visa or just got approved for it. Number 2. Fiancé visa processing. If you think surviving and falling in love within the 90 days is the only mountain to overcome, then you couldn't be more wrong. Because the application process for the approval of the K-1 visa itself is far from a walk in the park either. It's actually just the first step if you're aiming to become a US citizen someday. A quick Google search could tell you that the process is actually very tedious, requiring multiple in-depth interviews, background checks, and of course, tons of required documents. And even if you do have all the paper documentation, there's no guarantee that your visa would be approved. According to Rapid Visa, one of the most common reasons for denial is when either or both the foreign and the US petitioner do not meet the minimum income requirement. We see this happen with Azan and Nicole, when the latter found out that her salary wasn't enough to legally sponsor the former, so she asked her father to co-sponsor. Number 3. No extra help. Given its premise, some viewers may expect that the show offers behind-the-scene assistance to its cast members when it comes to the K-1 visa and green card processing. Unfortunately, that's not true. The show only follows the couple's journey as they navigate their relationship and their visa application. Anything beyond that is not part of the show's responsibilities. Number 4. How to be a part of the show. Applying for a visa is not the only thing that's lengthy or tedious. Entering and applying for the show is just the same. The fiancé asking for petition must also complete and submit several documents and requirements in order to join the show. Some of these documents include a passport, medical examination records, police certificates from the country of origin, evidence of financial support, proof that you're in a relationship with your American partner, and many, many more. Additionally, potential cast members must be vetted by the network, thus they go through rigorous background checks which include scanning criminal records, court documents, and gaining statements from other people. Number 5. How much do they earn? Though the show has gained considerable success and popularity over the years, it has been revealed that participants of the show only get paid an average of $7,000 per season, or around $1,000 per episode. There is also no guarantee that a couple would feature for an entire season. What's more, foreign partners without green cards or a working permit are not allowed to receive payment while in the US. As such, they may rely on their American partners. But that's more difficult if said partner already has kids to support too. Number 6. Real love. Though one can question as to how much of what we see on the show is authentic, one thing is for sure, the couples we see and come to love or hate are real couples in real life. It's actually one of the many prerequisites for joining the cast. Foreign partners must provide evidence of the relationship and proof that you've met with your partner at least once within 2 years of filming your K-1 visa petition. According to Season 4's Anfisa, quote, "By the time the cameras start rolling, you already know the person and decide you want to marry them." End quote. Number 7. Cast members have no say when it comes to scripted scenes. As they are bound by their contracts, cast members have no say whenever producers want to reshoot supposedly real moments or add and remove words from your dialogue. In other words, they must be okay with scripted scenes, and sometimes these scripted scenes had resulted to some of the most cringe-worthy and awful moments in the series. one of which is that awkward scene in Season 5 where David and his fiancée, Annie, were going through financial troubles. In order to help, David's best friend, Chris, together with his wife, offered the couple a place to stay. Chris then creepily suggests that David's fiancée could message him to compensate. Thank goodness, Chris's wife later revealed on a post that those lines were fed to them by the producers, and they had to go with it. Number 8. Green card doesn't equal citizenship. Yes, it's true. Attaining that coveted green card after marriage definitely doesn't mean you're already a U.S. citizen. Generally, one must be a green card holder for at least 3 years before he or she can begin the lengthy process of citizenship application. In addition to that, he or she should have remained married in those 3 years. Number 9. Lawsuits against TLC. They say that any publicity is good publicity, but the people who say that clearly never watched TLC's 90 Day Fiance. As I've said earlier, cast members have no control or say over how they would be portrayed throughout the series, regardless of how far from the truth it is. But when you're the one facing all the brunt of backlash and jokes on the internet and in your social life, you can't help but take legal actions. And that's exactly what Mark and Nikki Shoemaker, as well as Ricky Reyes, attempted to do. Unfortunately, their contracts prevented them to do so, and eventually their lawsuits were scrapped. So if you don't want your social life screwed, don't ever appear on the reality show. Number 10. When age is not just a number. Huge age gaps between couples in 90 Day Fiancé is nothing new. It's even expected. Some viewers could argue that it makes for good television, but there are couples that straddle the line between good entertainment and what is almost illegal. This brings us to Jonathan and Fernanda's case, who were 32 and 19 years old respectively. Admittedly, the 13-year age gap was daunting, and some viewers may have been uncomfortable, but it was still relatively normal. And then fans later on discovered that the two had been dating a whole 2 years prior to the show, which means Fernanda was just 17 years old. That really changed her whole perspective. And there you have it, the untold truth of 90 Day Fiancé. So what do you think? Did the truth set you free? If we missed some key points, don't hesitate to comment them down below. Again, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe with the notification bell for future updates. Until next time.